Government is the use of force to deprive people of life, liberty, or property. Just as force can be rightly or wrongfully used, so can government be properly or improperly structured. Just as force can be applied too weakly or excessively, so can there be too little or too much government. Today we hear an awful lot about right-wingers and leftists. The founders of the United States government did use the words right and left as well, but they meant something very specific and very different than we usually mean today. And here's why. The political spectrum with which they were concerned answered a clear, unambiguous question. What is the amount of power a government has over the individual lives of its people? On the one side of the spectrum, we have absolute tyranny. Here, all decisions for individuals are made by an external ruling authority. This authority could be comprised of one person or many. Again, what mattered to them was the extent of external control over the individual. In a tyranny, everything is owned and controlled by the government. The land, the property, the people, everything. It's important to point out that you could have a tyrant who allows abortion, or one that prohibits it. The question is not about which side of a particular social issue the government stands on, but of how much control the government has over the individual. Over at the other end of the spectrum, we have anarchy. Anarchy is often thought of as no government at all, but it can also be described as government by everyone all at once. Sound peaceful? In this system, everyone has complete authority over his or her own life. Nothing has been given up to an external governing agent. This also means that everyone has complete non-authority over everyone else's life. The motto of an anarchy is truly, "It's a free country, I can do what I want." For anarchists, there is no law above the law of the pirates and the mobsters which says, "You do whatever you're able to do." This may sound attractive for a couple of reasons, but there are some very serious drawbacks. Anarchy creates a space where your only protection is the protection you yourself can muster. Your only justice is the justice you can exact. Your only freedom is the freedom you have the strength to command. Survival of the fittest is the rule of the day. The founders despised both ends of this political spectrum for the havoc and the suffering they caused, but they actually hated anarchy the worse. For history teaches a peculiar lesson. People crave order. Over and over, we find examples of people who succeeded in throwing off